Have you heard the way that people talk? 90% of conversations are just like backs and forwards of people talking about each other whilst barely acknowledging what the other person said.
I did this today. Well, I did this today.
Like, out of all the people in your life, how many of them can you have an actual conversation with? There's a simple yet difficult to master skill that will literally take you ahead of 99% of people when it comes to conversational skills. Just listen. Now, as simple as that sounds, if you really think about it, how many times are you distracted by a thought when you're talking to someone? How many times does your mind just kind of wander? And how often are you thinking of what you're going to respond way before someone is done talking? I think if everyone had the self-awareness, to be honest, most people watching this would agree to doing all of the things that I just said. So how do you just listen to someone? And why should you? Other than the fact that it's common fucking courtesy, I'm talking about how is it going to benefit your life. Training presence or mindfulness is not something that I've done enough to speak from a place of true knowledge, so I invite you to do your own research, but I'm going to share what I've done and how it's helped me. Reading. Reading is by far the best thing you can do to train your presence, because at the same time you're doing that, you can acquire some serious knowledge. So pick up a few books that you're interested in and just start reading again. Bro, at the rate that we're going, our grandchildren won't be able to read or write. It'll all be done through Google Assistant or something. Become one of the few non-illiterate families of the future, bro. The second one is meditating. I really haven't done enough of this, but the little meditating I've done, I can kind of feel how it strengthens the neural pathways needed to concentrate. You know, I think that's what it's kind of all about. It's something that I'm really looking to incorporate more into my life. Finally, it's really just as simple as listening when people talk, but doing it as a practice. I want you to be as conscious as possible on the effort to improve that skill. Don't let your mind wander, and when it does, be quick to catch it and bring it back to the conversation. That's what meditating will help you do. And lastly, don't start formulating the answers in your head until someone is done speaking. If you need to take some time to reflect and think before you answer, then do so. And if you don't feel like you can take the time to, think before you answer, because you think that someone might cut you off and get ahead of you in the conversation, maybe you're not that good at imposing your presence in a conversation, or maybe your friends or whoever you're talking to hasn't developed that skill himself and is clearly showing no interest and respect towards you and what you have to say. Because that's really what it comes down to. When you're paying someone attention, you're paying them respect. The attention of a mind is one of the most valuable currencies, and to lend that attention to someone with full intent is a show of respect, which is why it will make people like you so much more. We all like to feel respected and heard, and to be able to give that to someone is a treasure. And one of the reasons why I believe you should really put some effort into this is because we're in a generation where the ability to pay attention is becoming incredibly scarce. You'll become one of the minuscule amount of people that can actually pay the attention when someone is speaking, and that plus the other social skills that I've shared in the other videos will basically push you into a league of your own. It will make people gravitate towards you, and they will become enthusiastic to see you and talk to you. Women will become immersed in the conversations you have with them, and they'll feel a form of attraction to you that very few men can make them feel. The full effects and advantages of getting to a high level in your social skills and building a good group of friends, like-minded individuals that, push each other forward, are so immense that I can't even fully explain. Just trust the process, work on yourself, and you'll be rewarded. Yes, sir!